I remember distinctly the last time I saw him. We started hearing the alarm calls. You thought, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. It got closer and closer, and I was just so excited. And I turned to Salim, and he was just shaking his head going. Yeah. And then I turned to look back. Broken Tail was gone. And I never saw him again.
I came here looking for Broken Tail many years ago, and he had stayed here for some time, and we wished he could have just settled down here. Just first impressions here are really good, just by the forest office right now. You look up and there's really nice forest all around. It is really beautiful. I mean, it really is. Spectacular. Old buildings and banyans and these things. What a great way to be heading towards the park. Really something else. First impressions are very good. Are the vegetation's in good condition? And all these hills, although they're so close to Bundy itself, they are still tree covered, so that's a really good sign. And but your vegetation going all the way down, which is really good. One day there'll be lots of gypsies coming in here. Lots of tigers. It'll be like a little Ranthambhore, I think, here. There's no reason why not. When all the sambar come and the cheetal come and the wild boar come, the tiger numbers will go up.
The modern Indian tiger. All tigers in India are born into these island reserves, but they're isolated all over the country. They were once part of this great population that stretched right across India and throughout the subcontinent.
Okay, so this valley is no village. This next one, no village.
RVT 01.
Okay. One day, maybe 50 tigers.
Yeah, found Bunny. Coming later. My God. Once you see your first wild tiger, it's an experience that stays with you.
Thought maybe less human pressure in this area than Ranthambhore, for example.
Basically, so like what is happening is like the slopes, we have this mountain like Tiger Hill. This is a continuous patch till Ranthambhore. This patch of mountain starts from like Indragarh to Jaipur to it comes here. Like it's a continuous patch actually. Tiger used to travel from Ranthambhore. Like the tiger which we have like presently RVT1 is naturally dispersed from Ranthambhore actually.
Yes.
In Ranthambhore it was numbered as T115.
Okay.
So it become RVT1 here. Like it is one of the huge main. So now what we are observing is the human habituation on the periphery of the slopes. We are observing the process of slowly like dominating the oak and it's like slowly replacing the natural vegetation.
Yes.
But once inside this valleys, actually this is a valley. Inside the valleys there is no single patch of Prosopis left. It's like pure oak patch. You can observe like not even a single like Prosopis patch. It's completely intact.
Yes.
Beautiful forest and oak is like grown like anything.
Fantastic.
And like we are expecting like in next 20-30 years down the line, whatever we are seeing the changes in Ranthambhore, like where the oak species like outgrown the landscape and the lower canopy will be started to visible. This will be happening here. So
interesting.
This will be slowly like taking up the thing.
Yeah. And how about numbers of things like sambar and cheetal?
A couple of hours later, she came back and she started roaring. She was calling the cubs. Then we heard a rustle in the bushes behind us. and she lay down on the road. And broken tail and slapped hair both came out of the bush and then started suckling from her.
About 2 years old now. Nearly 2.
Went down some sort of riverbed.
This is the other tiger reserve.
Some shallow.
Mukundra Hills Tiger Reserve.
Is now that is
It's
now
a part of Mukundra Hills Tiger Reserve now. Like,
Yeah, great.
continuous patch actually.
Fantastic, isn't it?
This is an old Maharaja's place. It must have been a hunting lodge or something, huh? Looks like. See the holes everywhere. This for the gunshots.
If Broken Tail had gotten here and there was a female here, he'd still be alive today. He'd never have left. Why would you want to leave? He could have been the... He could be living happily here now. This is the quietest place I've ever been to in India. We have to find all the bits of India that still exist that are like this and put the focus on these places, because that's how we're going to save tigers long term. Having a little island like Ranthambhore, it has no long-term future. You have to connect it to another area. And Broken Tail is showing us the way.
You'll obviously like tied up on a horse onto that tree.
How long ago was that?
I think it was about 17 years, if memory serves me.
And there's some,
Nine.
yeah, some very enthusiastic forest guards here, and I remember saying to them,
This place could be as good as Ranthambhore, and they all said, oh no, better than Ranthambhore. Certainly more peaceful, I think, quieter. Oh, hello, monkey.
Where is the monkey?
He's gone up.
There isn't one hiding behind the door.
There probably is.
Wow. Look at this.
That's the little window. Where is that? That's the spot.
Wow. How nice. Look at that monkey. Punchy.
Hello. Hello, monkey. Wow. Well, they knew how to build, didn't they? And I was thinking, well, what they really need to do, what the Indian government need to do, is grab all the places that are left like this and look after them. Barren hills are no good for anything. Tree-covered hills, they protect the watersheds, and tigers can come and live here. And now today, the good news is this was declared as a tiger reserve several years ago, and that means that the protection levels have gone right up. There are lots more forest guards. There's more money to pay for all sorts of things. They're going to move. There were some villages in the park. They're going to move them out voluntarily, and where they'll really be offered a better life. And so they have to be convinced of that. And this place has the potential to be another Ranthambhore. That's what struck me years ago and strikes me even more today. You can see the land is regenerating. It will respond to protection very quickly. A few monsoons, it's amazing what can happen. There's a river flowing through it, the Metz River, and that gives permanent water all year round. So this place really has everything that the tiger needs, except right now there's a huge amount of prey. And that will just increase over time with protection. There'll be more cheetah and more sambar. There are lots of nilgai, those great big antelope walking around. Tigers will eat those. They'll eat whatever's around. So there's plenty of food here for the population. There's about 7 tigers here now. But I've no doubt if I was to come back in years to come, there can be dozens maybe. And so it's another big protected area of land, and never ceases to amaze me really how India does so well in this. I mean, it's with a burgeoning population. There are over 400 million more people living in this country than when I first got here in 1999. And they still have the political will to set aside large areas of land like this. And it's fantastic. They can see the big picture. It's great. Very positive. Very, very positive. chances of seeing a tiger here are slim, but I don't care. Just so long as I know they're here and that they will be here in the future. And that our whole idea when we made our film Broken Tail all those years ago was that I was always aware Ranthambhore where I worked was just like an island, and there was no point if the tigers could not leave that place and get to other tiger populations. They'd be sort of functionally extinct. But they now can move through this vast corridor from Ranthambhore to here, this tiger reserve of Ramgarh, and then on to Machundra Hills National Park. Tiger can walk all the way there these days. It's brilliant.
And I think Broken Tail might end up being an extremely important tiger, and that we look back at him in years to come and say, that's the one who started all this. That's the one who changed our mind about how we should protect tigers.